All right, here we go. What about this hand is sweet? This is basically the dream, right? I mean, we have to do damage to ourselves, but we have the Aether Vial into the 2-drops, into the counter spells, into the Hunt Masters. We got it all with this one. This deck really does need a Steam Vents the more I think about it, because, you know, I would like to fetch Steam Vents here. Instead, I'm going to probably, I mean, maybe at least end up having to fetch Stomping Ground. I could fetch Basic Island. I'm going to shock myself. I could fetch Basic Island there, not shock myself, use this, and still have all the same things. However, I feel like we're going to need to get red mana here. I mean, if we do that and then we just draw a Lightning Bolt, we just hose ourselves. So, don't think it's worth it. I think the 2 damage is worth being able to play our game when our hand is strong. Alright, I like where we're going here. Go ahead and I think, yep, we're just going to continue the pain train. Run out of Goyf. Might get pathed, it's fine if it does. Now we don't have to play Goyf there. See, I could have, you know, just fetch a Basic Island and play Serum Visions, hold up Spell Snaring, file in the Goyf next turn, but as it stands, we gets pathed. And again, it goes back to sort of how you want to play Serum Visions. If you don't know what you're looking for, then what are your scries doing? You know, at this point, I don't know if I need more lands. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. So, you know, there's no reason to rush it out. Now, at this point, I am going to do it because I would like to hit a land for this. But I mean, we didn't need to turbo it out last turn, is what I'm saying. I don't think we want a second Spell Snare when we already have a Snapcaster, but I will take a Scooze. This Aether Vial is not leaving 2. As it doesn't a lot of the time in this deck. Sometimes you want to take it up to 3. There's even conceivably instances where you want to put it up to 4. If you have a Hunt Master in hand, you want to get in there, but I think a lot of times it's pretty solid on 2. What are we going to get a Mana Leak here? I will gladly Mana Leak a Thought-Knot Series. Playing Bant Eldrazi, I guess. Happily Mana Leak a Thought-Knot Seer. And we'll just pass the turn and have, let's see what we draw, but... Oh, we knew we were drawing the Scooze. Yeah, so I'm just going to play Scooze. Hold up Snapcaster Mana Leak. No need to rush out the Hunt Master. And we can eat his Thought-Knot Seer at the end of the turn if we need to. If we don't end up using the mana for something else. Yep, my card's very good. You know, all the colorless decks that abuse this card, like, this is the card that is abusable. This is the reason Tron is so consistent, Green-Red Tron. This is the reason you see these Green-Red Eldrazi decks. Now even the Bant Eldrazi list can play it. I've seen eggs and stuff like that play it. This card is just it's just absurd consistency. Yeah, what's he running out here? So he has a Smasher in hand, and that is dangerous. So we can sort of try to keep playing around that, or we can just counter this, make our Scooze a 4/4. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to counter it. Because it makes we can basically get our Scooze to the point where it's big enough to just beat Reality Smasher, and you know, rather than trying to hold spells for it and, you know, waste damage in the meantime. I mean, because we get to get in like this for 4 here because of that. Also, I mean, this is a 2-for-1. We get to deny him the 2-for-1. It also allows us to, yeah, see, we got punished by that Steam Vents play. But it does allow us to just play out Hunt Master. Just get far ahead on board so that Reality Smasher is not, you know, quite so smashing. It's always pretty smashing, but yep. Ideally, next turn we draw a blue source, so we can just pass with Cryptic up. He may not even have the land to smash us. We can just pass and shoot down his birds. Great, so that's actually perfect. So he does not have the land to smash us. We get to take his birds and keep him even farther away from it. Well, by that I guess I mean we take his hierarch, but either way. Perfect. I guess there's not too much advantage. I get in there with the Snapcaster and the Wolf, but I mean, I understand this may give him the land and put it in, but, you know. Oh, just a permanent. This card's so good. But we have to, you know, we have to get in there. This is going to die at some point in this game regardless. It was an Ancient Stirrings. Sure. We'll go ahead and pass. We have Scavenging Ooze, which at this point can just get huge. We get to shoot down the Hierarch. We get a Cryptic the Smasher if he draws the land. He's very close to dead. It's just actually how it works out. Yep. If he doesn't even give us something we have to counter, like if it's just if it's just a Smasher, we might just grow the Ooze, tap down his team on our main phase, and just kill him. We'll have to do math and see where we end up on that, but we actually have 5 green mana and 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures to eat, 5 creatures to eat. So we'd have 7, 7, 9, 9, 11. We have 11 points of damage on the board next turn if he just plays something that we can tap down in our main phase. Like that. Yeah, game should just be over here. Of course, if he has a removal spell, he has a removal spell. But I mean, even if he does, it's sort of no harm done. So, all right, I want the Reshaper. And I want the Reshaper. So you thinking about responding to some of this? And I want the Hierarch. And I wanted your Thought Knot next. And I would like to finish it off by taking my Snapcaster. All right. We're going to flip back. We're going to go up to 24 life. Is he going to path us? Oh, he actually made that really easy for us. I mean, there were ways that could have gone poorly for us, but if he lets us, I mean, I guess he has an overrun crypt, but if he just let us Cryptic to tap down for lethal and then pathed us, we wouldn't have been able to stop it. But as it is now, we can just counter tap and the game ends. All right, let's sideboard it up. Maybe, anyways. Get on in there for 11. Scoot's so good. All right, moving on to game 2 of the match here. Bant Eldrazi. Definitely want the Sidecast against those mana dorks. Same with the Electrolyze. Probably the same with the Anger, since it's good against the Matter Reshapers as well. All right, things we don't want. I think the Spell Snares are actually not very good. He doesn't have a ton of 2 mana with things from what we saw. He has some, but not a ton. Go ahead and cut a leak as well. All right, game 2. All right, this one looks like a keep as well. It's not insane by any means. It's not the bolt we'd want necessarily for the Mana Dork if he has it, which he actually does not, so that's good for us. In that case, it gets a lot better. Don't want to draw any more lands, but we have this Vial. Staticaster's a lot worse if he doesn't have Mana Dorks, but he'll probably have Mana Dorks at some point. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm dealing with, I'm playing on Magic Online in the sweltering heat here. It actually ups the ante quite a bit. It's the heat index today in Oklahoma, where I live, is 115 degrees. So the temperature's not, it's only, mid upper 90s or whatever, but the heat index, once you calculate the incredible humidity, 115 degrees feels like you're just swimming whenever you walk outside. Not exactly an enjoyable experience, so hashtag Oklahoma weather. Anyways, looks like our opponent has an extremely slow start, which, given all the land we've drawn, is probably not great for us because it means he's going to have gas for the entire game. Our cards are certainly not bad. Yep, that's one of... This is a card I want to brew with. This card's just so powerful. I feel like surely the surface has only been scratched as to what you can do with it. All right, something good, please. I mean, I'm not going to say that that's bad, because it's not. Not a ton we can do with it right away. So that's flash, so we can just wait. We have some long game tools here, but we might get run over if we can't find removal. Or a Cryptic. We might just be getting realities. Alright, at least it's not a reality smasher. Don't really feel like trading with it for no value. Maybe he'll follow up with a Mana Dork here and we can snipe it. Another Reshaper maybe? Yep. It's very good. This actually is some nice value if we had 2 of them. Or if we could untap it or something, which we cannot, alas. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... we have so much mana. I'm not going to take it up this turn. I might take it up in the future. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, we've done it. Okay. We can electrolyze 1 to each of these to draw a card. We can now shoot them both dead. Now, it's possible we should have done this maybe on his upkeep. Because he's going to get a Spellskite, though the Spellskite can't attack. Makes our next electrolyze a lot worse, but... And a Hierarch, which he gets. Well, then I guess we definitely did mess up there. The Eldrazi deck, once he untaps on his turn, he could have a bunch of stuff. So I just wanted to, to get it in there and not have anything happen. Because if something does happen to sort of prevent us from getting him there, we're going to take a bunch of damage. As it stands now, the Spellskite's actually a pretty good hoser. And we might be getting smashed here. Yep, we're getting thought knotted. Can't do much about it. Probably takes our Snapcaster. Takes the E-Witness, that's fine. I mean, we don't too much E-Witness back. Is he going to attack? Is he going to see it? Yep. 100% punished for my play, actually. And understand. Lesson learned. Part of it's a little unfamiliarity with that deck. I don't know if they, you know, if maybe he could have had a counter spell if they play spell pierce or anything like that to protect their guys. So I don't know. All right, we need a non-land card here. Oh, he's got more. Oh, the hits never stop coming. Anger the gods off the top, please. Okay, it's probably about as good as we can hope for, I guess. I mean, we're just Huntmaster or we're just Thought Knot locked with Displacer, though. I mean, he can do it twice a turn, and I mean, our deck operates pretty well at instant speed, but it's still going to be rough. We don't have if he just goes on that next turn. Even if we were to flip a Huntmaster and combine it with Strategizer, that's 3 damage, not 4. We have to get the Electrolyze back to finish off the Spellskite. Let's see. He's got 2 cards, so if he's only on the Thought Knot, displace Thought Knot on us every turn playing, maybe we have something we can do about it. Definitely taking 5 this turn. I mean, if he's doing that, he's not casting spells when we're flipping Huntmaster. And then flashing back Electrolyze to kill Spellskite, so. And, you know, from that point, we then actually have outs to kill Displacer. But he's got the Stirrings. That's right, we saw it earlier. And he can still do this twice because he has a Temple. This one's going to be hard to win. It's going to be pretty difficult to get out from under that lock, to be honest. Especially when it reveals a Relic of Progenitus. Hits keep coming. Well. Yep. The ways to win this game are falling by the minute. Alright, let's get our second red source. I don't... Gross. What I find interesting is that he did not displace Thought Knot on us there. So now we get to do nothing. See, popping the Relic. Is there a reason not to we should just draw a card off Electrolyze, I guess? And this might be where he Thought Knots us. Which is fine. I mean, there's no way to play around any of this. I mean, maybe we just let it go there. It's going to have us draw first. Which is good. What are we going to draw? Well. Okay. Snapcaster's gone. I could have just cast Snapcaster, but we need to flip our Huntmaster. Because we still do damage to him. We still force him to, I guess, use the Hallowed Fountain to direct to the Spellskite, but importantly, we get a 4/4, go with our 2/2. Maybe there's some way to chain spells together, and I mean, this is where I'm looking to win this game. This Spellskite is very much hosing us, otherwise this would be doing some work in conjunction with Huntmaster flips. Yep. No, he just wants to eat, sorry. Sure. Oh, I wonder if this is a... Okay, I guess not. I didn't know if it's like a triggered ability he can respond to by blinking it, and then it doesn't transform or something, but I guess we get wolves that way. So it's probably not preferable for him. This is going to be a... Oh, he just let it die, huh? It's actually pretty relevant, because now the Thought Knot trades with the Ravager. Not sure I see a path to victory in this game, since he has 3 Eldrazi Tipples, Displacer, and Thought Knot, but... Yeah, that's a lot of mana. Are we getting smashed? Huh. Sure, because that's a card. Okay, we'll cycle. Obviously not countering it off of the Cavern, but we can draw a Lightning Bolt, which I would say is pretty relevant. I would like to bolt this thing. We may be trying to find a way to climb back into this. I mean, he'll redirect to Spellskite, but then we can finish off Spellskite. Then all of a sudden, our next draw is live. And I say that we may just not be able to beat this. It's not one I see much of, but well. All right, we've bolted that. Maybe I was supposed to wait on that. I don't know. It's so hard to play against this because he can displace his Spellskite. That gives us a live draw step, though. I'll Static Caster it in the end step. Then we get a draw step where we can find Anger of the Gods. What is this? Interesting. Well, he's giving us the out to actually kill it then. Alright, let's get rid of Spellskite. He blinks us. We get a wolf, so we can block the Thought Knot, go to 9. Then we have a live draw where we actually have outs to kill some of his board. Considering you can just blink it, we may as well save ourselves some life while we can. Alright, come on, deck. Something good. Something good. Not ideal. Oh my gosh. I guess we want the anger and then the Goyf. The Goyf we can hopefully sneak through with a Vial. It's gonna be hard to actually resolve anger. Like we needed to draw it this turn, not be one away from drawing it. But if he's gonna be low on mana for a turn, it's gonna be this one, so. Having a second Vial on 2 might be relevant at some point for that Goyf, actually. Alright, I don't think we're going to win this game, but this card's really good. This card should just never have been printed. That's my opinion on it. I mean, this card's good. At least it requires colorless mana. This is just, it doesn't even require it, so you can just play it out whenever. It doesn't really tax you much at all. And it's just absurdly broken. I thought, oh, it's a cute commander card. Nah, it's just broken in Modern. And Standard. Can he just make his whole team unblockable and kill us? 11, we'd go to 1. Yeah, we're just dead because we're going to draw that anger. Yeah, he clearly sees this. So if we draw the anger, we kill the Displacer at this point. We just died to that on the next turn. Alright, fair enough, man. Let's play again. Wonder if we want like a counter spell that can actually counter stuff, although it doesn't beat a. I wonder if Molten Rain is any good. I'm honestly not that sure against him. Mana Leak could be better than Remand, but maybe not. Honestly, I think we're fine. Like, I think our board is fine. I'm just trying to look through the options again in case, but I don't think we want anything else, and I don't think we need the Molten Rains. So the deck only has the limited number of red sources anyway, so that's it's a problem in itself. Or not a problem necessarily, just something to be aware of. Makes playing those cards a little harder. This hand though seems very real. We get to vial out some good stuff on 2. We get to kill a thing. This hand is very good. Hopefully it's just, bolt a mana dork, coif him, snapcaster, bolt, kill him before we start getting smashed and all that. Thinking he might just have a turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, well, if he has a turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer, we can handle it. I'm not going to play the Goyf. I'd like to dismember something here. Or bolt. I mean, because if he plays a Thought-Knot, we have to be able to dismember it. Okay, so it won't be that at least. It might be a... I would love for it to be a displacer, just a naked displacer, but it's a reshaper. Obviously. Alright, well, it sucks, but we have to bolt it. What's he hit? Temple. Obviously, this card is... God, these cards are so good. These Eldrazi cards are just so broken. Alright, well, we'll play a Goyf. We have Snapcaster Bolt up. We have Dismember up. He has 3 mana, 3/2 ramp spells, so I don't know how we're supposed to interact with that. We could just get Reality Smashed this turn. Should be one of the more beatable things he could do if we dismember it. Eldrazi decks are silly, man. I think this Bant Eldrazi deck is fine, though. I mean, it's extremely good. It's frustratingly good to play against sometimes, but it's certainly not, to the levels of unbeatable that obviously the pre-Ayavugan banning deck was. Yep, okay. Goyf down. But we can get his Displacer as well. Alright, Displacer down. Okay, well. Let's get on in there with the Snapcaster Mage. He has a lot more cards than we do, that's for sure. By virtue of being on the draw and having that Matter Reshaper. So, I don't know what we want him to have. A bunch of lands, a Reality Smasher that we can dismember, maybe. That's it. We do seem to be getting smashed. Okay, well. We'll get that. No, I'm. Okay, wait. Can we still respond to the Exalted trigger? Okay. I tried to catch it on combat. I didn't get it. But we can still respond to the Exalted trigger. Okay, we'll smash her down. I guess this is where we just pray to untap into Cryptic command. Gross. Sweet. Well, we're going to get beat down by Hierarchs, I guess. Just 2-3 Hierarchs for days. Sure would have liked to have drawn Staticaster off the top there. But fair enough. I understand not getting it. Alright, he's got 2 cards in hand. Basically takes 1 good card to beat us. Unless we draw something very good. Smasher number 2. Hit us for 7? Yeah, this seems fair. This guy's balling with foils at least. This deck just runs out of gas. I think that's what that's the downside of this deck. It's sweet and your good hands are great, but you run out of gas pretty hard. I understand that's why the Thirst for Knowledges are in there to try to, mitigate some of that. Thirst for Knowledge would be a nice draw right here. Well, Huntmaster's a draw. Not much of, there's not much besides Cryptic Command that's going to give us a shot this game, but Huntmaster's a start. So I need to filter some of this. I'm holding this Aether Vial for either Thirst or Dismember, but we'll take the 7, go to 1. It's just Smasher number 3. Huh. Fair and balanced. Alright. We have died. I guess we're not technically dead, but we have 0 outs. I guess we could chain Cryptics. Alright. Not scooping. Still alive. I mean, he can tap down both of our guys here, get in for 7, put us to 1, and then maybe we can like chain infinite Cryptics and somehow cheese him out, but it seems pretty unlikely. I didn't even need to burn it there. I mean, I'm not blocking. Can't win by blocking. It's Cryptic or nothing here. Answer is nothing. We've died. Eldrazi too good, man. Silly.